Alright, count me in whenever you're ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, okay. So this is 1-1, and we'll have to see if we're going to see a similar game to the previous two games, kind of.
Okay, so BioBoy is the Navy Zerg at the bottom left, and oh my god, Jonoman, I'm so sorry for forgetting your name, is the red Protoss at the top right.
Wait, you forgot his name? But it says it in the replay.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Okay. And I'm expecting, I mean, Jonoman picked this map, right? I'm expecting that he's got some kind of pocket strategy that will make this map effective, because it's kind of, in my opinion, a kind of tough map to play ZVP on, just because it's tough to take a fourth base, at least in my eyes.
Hey, Kenzie.
Yep.
Can you do me a favor and watch what the Zerg is doing and tell me what build this is? Is this just going to be an overpool?
I assume so.
Every other time, bro, it's like,
dude,
is anyone watching the Zerg? I don't know. I guess he probably bought a pool at some point.
Well, actually, he hasn't got a pool.
No, he hasn't. And there it is.
There it goes.
There is the. I mean, it's some kind of pool. Let's not get overly.
God, it might not be
analytical.
We'll put a pool down at some point in the game. We'll just we'll go with that.
Obviously.
It's some kind of pool. We're not sure if it's spawning or swimming or a pool table, perhaps.
A pool table. That would be sick. If you put a pool table and a couple of your drones go off and have a game, and they do bet games, and you get extra money if you win.
No, you'd have to research the banelings centripetal hooks so that you could actually have something that would roll around on.
So he's trying to block that hatchery, right? But it doesn't block it because there's a marker there, right?
It's more like a threat of a cannon rush, I think. What Zerg would want to put their hatchery down next to a pylon?
But I mean, it's you can see where the hatchery needs to go. He's not going to let it finish, is he? Okay, good.
Okay, thank goodness.
So the
the probe comes back.
He got it that time. So it was a bluff pylon into an actual block, but BioBoy has gone ahead and just taken up the top left main here. Not main, base, I should say. And the Ling's now popping out for BioBoy. Just the kind of pretty standard, just 4 Lings to ward off the probe and, deter any zealots from popping out of the base.
Kianti, what do you think of this wall at the Protoss natural?
Well, this map, I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. This map is always tough to wall on. There are some ways where you wall with. I mean, the idea behind the mineral patch here is that you wall with the mineral patch, and then you mine out the mineral patch so you can get out of your base. But there isn't an effective forge gateway wall to actually make use of that. I mean, it's probably okay for Terran, but for Protoss, it's not. It's just this map is hell to wall on, and the fact that he got 2 cannons there, I don't like, simply because there were only 4 Lings out, and you don't need 2 cannons for 4 Lings. But better safe than sorry. So, whatever. And does that
seems to be his standard opening.
Yeah.
For his 4 FE.
And that's, I think, a weakness in his play, because okay, so that's not a wall at all. That's literally just not. It's not a wall. That's not. Alright. But yeah, he does like getting those 2 cannons up early, and that's a big weakness, because you don't need it. You don't need it. Why are you getting it? Pretty much is my line of reasoning. Especially against an overpull, you can definitely get the Nexus out before you even build a cannon and still be safe. You just have to know when you can cut probes or not. And in the meantime, everything's pretty standard from BioBoy here. Grabbing his gas.
Blackguard open his main this time.
Oh, actually, that's. Wait, was this?
That's
it was 4 hatch. It was 4 hatch, 4 gas. So he's going to go for a Hydra style here. I actually missed that entirely. Because
it's alright, I'm on the ball. I've got this.
My voice dying. Evermore. gonna end up sounding like... What does someone with no voice sound like?
Tom Waits.
Speaking of Tom Waits, did you know that Scarlett Johansson has a musical album?
Yeah.
Which is just Tom Waits covers?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Wow.
It's horrible. It's by far the
it's
worst
wonderful that it exists.
album I've heard.
I haven't listened to it.
Oh,
but
you haven't?
The idea that she likes Tom Waits has made me love her more at a time when I thought that wasn't possible.
I can play some of this during the cast. I'm gonna do it.
Please don't.
Well, it's too late now. It's happening, guys.
Don't diminish my appreciation for ScarJo. Oh wait, I'm not watching the cast. It's fine. Fuck everyone but me.
We're gonna listen to Scarlett Johansson covering Tom Waits.
So Jonoman is researching Zealot legs. It's good. It's kind of a Zealot Paralympics. It's pleasant for those Zealots who've been injured in combat.
Didn't have legs, and now they do have legs, and they're like, yes.
But also mandatory.
Alright, and the
Okay,
Hydralisk
can you
Den is
imagine-
up.
Can you imagine if someone just issued an edict tomorrow that said, hey, sorry all of you Australians, but we've researched better legs. Here's how you run now. And that was just the way it was.
That would be pretty weird. Like if you just, you had to like relearn how to run.
I hope that happens. If you want to see the videos.
And Probe came out to try and get a scout and died to 3 Zerglings. Unfortunate.
Lurker aspect researching again.
Jesus.
Zealots or Zergling speed researching again, but this time no Spire.
Yeah, BioBoy is just a pinnacle of creativity here.
No, he's doing something
amazing.
different this time.
This is by far like the most like wankerish intro to any song I've ever heard. It's like really, really slow and loud. But guys, we're gonna listen to Scarlett Johansson sing. This isn't. I'm committed here. I'm all in. I assume she sings at some point in the song. Like it's.
Chianti, there are a load of Zealots
I
already
see
in the
that,
sale,
yeah.
pretty much. Like, can we
Yeah.
talk about that, please, instead of Scarlett Johansson?
I don't know. Scarlett Johansson's a pretty important topic, and yeah. So this time, this is like the one game. The one game that the BioBoy decided to SimCity, it actually has paid off, so he should do that more often.
Clearly, he's good at knowing when he needs it and when he doesn't.
Well,
exactly
except
what
that
he
first game where he needed it, and
Yeah. Well, sometimes he makes mistakes.
but I thought he was a flawless person. And the Spire is coming up now. That'll just be to get a few Scourge and that. So actually, the first song she doesn't sing, so I apologize.
You are absolutely out of your depth, aren't you?
It's not an album I'm particularly familiar with. I have it because I obviously bought it legitimately from a store, but
Oh, so the Zerglings arrive at the 3rd and immediately get massacred by the Zealots.
so yeah, Jonoman getting his 3rd up nice and quickly here, and this really does look a lot like the previous couple of games. It's like BioBoy goes Lurkers, gets a couple out, goes to Hive, Jonoman does his speed lots, gets a
And
3rd.
he's getting the Spire now as well to snipe those obs, I guess.
Oh,
So
Lurker goes
straight back
down.
into something.
Lurker
Yeah,
goes
I'm
down to
impressed.
no obs. That's actually huge. With only one
So there's-
Lurker there now, that's...
I'm kind of confused. There's only one Lurker left, but surely if he moves it a couple of hexes to the right, he could be attacking into the mineral lines from here.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. He needs some sort of sight, though. Oh wait, Scarlett
He's got
Johansson's singing
overrides.
now. It sounds like a man, though. Yeah, but
Well,
Scarlett Johansson
in
does
fairness,
sound a little bit like a man.
If she's singing in the style of Tom Waits, then she will sound like either a man or as though someone set her throat on fire. And I say that as a Tom Waits fan.
She really does sound like a man, though. Like, being honest here, like 100%.
That's what Tom Waits fans are into, though.
This DT managed to snipe a drone before dying. Now he
It
has
didn't
full
die.
health. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, his DT is a baller, man. I always imagine the DT's web bling. Is that...
No,
What would be
are
the
you
point? No one
joking?
can see them anyway.
Yeah, exactly. DTs are basically the anti-bling. They also are wearing some kind of face scarf. DTs are gypsies, man. Didn't you know? They have like no home planet. They're just space tinkers. Like, it's unfortunate, but you...
Maybe,
Tinkers do-
maybe they robbed a gangster and now that he has bling and no one can see it.
Not just that, but historically, gypsies do like bling.
Really? Oh, that's a good point,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
No, I revised my previous statement. Plainly, they do like bling, but it is invisible. Oh, okay, so he's just... Or, sorry, he... there's a drone heading out to expand to the kind of 6 o'clock,
Uh-oh.
but there's
Uh-oh.
already a DT there, and it's the DT who was a badass earlier.
Hello.
So,
Excellent
you know,
DT
full
placement.
marks.
Excellent.
Alright, I'm gonna turn Scarlett Johansson off now. It's too distracting.
As though you could turn Scarlett Johansson on.
Oh, that was
Um,
mean. That was really
Zealot
mean.
drop coming in across the 12 o'clock. Scouted by an Overlord.
There's actually a
Zerg.
DT in there too,
No
or a
skirt.
High Templar rather.
It's a Templar
Sorry,
Zealot
I
drop.
meant Templar. Storm drop.
The same sort of drop he's been doing every game. So we'll see if this
Yep,
doesn't make
and
it.
But-
once
So
again,
I can
it's
take the
scouted
win.
all the way, but out it pops. Oh my god, and the drones get got.
Wow,
And
actually,
he gets away.
oh my god, that was actually really effective. That was like 6 or 7 drones. And in the meantime, Jonoman's moved his army out on the map. There are mutas up to try and snipe Templar, but this is a pretty kind of imposing looking army from Jonoman here.
The
And-
other problem is,
Gonna-
once you got 2 lurkers and 2 Sentinels, that's it.
I'm gonna propose that the High Templar drop there from Jonoman is that he does every game is like the Groundhog. You know, if he has a successful High Templar drop, he just wins the game. But if he fails, he loses.
It's not, well... The other thing is that in a kind of a disappointing second repeat of Game 1, this time... oh my god, I can't remember names at all. This is depressing. BioBoy has done all of the things that made him lose Game 1. He threw a horde of early Zerglings into the base for nothing. He's let the Storm drop hit and do a bunch of damage. He's about to lose a hatchery that he let complete, even though it was surrounded by Zealots for some reason.
He is about
So-
to deny the 4th base of Jonoman here. There's only about 4 goons, and there's like at least like 8 or 9 mutalisks here that will probably be able to take care of it. Although there is a cannon finishing.
And
He's
the
actually
High
gonna
Templar
get-
dropping Storm.
Oh!
Storm? No, Storm. Just gonna.
So
let it
Consume is on the way up, but are there even any fighters out yet?
Yeah, this is actually a really scary position right now.
This is a tough position, yeah. I mean, the Dividers should be on the way, but
No, alright, Jonoman got a little bit ahead of himself there. Suicided a fair few of his goons there to the
Storm,
to
though.
Sunkens.
And
He
not
could
enough
just go for
turrets
this.
to kill all the obs.
He
yeah,
could just
that's
go
the
for
real
it.
problem.
One
There are more Scourge on
lurker.
the way, but
Does he have? Where's the obs? Oh, there it is. Alright, the
he's
lurker
trying
goes
to
down.
snipe it with the Muta,
There's no
but
more
he's
lurkers.
missing. And he's lost so many mutalisks.
Jonoman
the
looks
Scourge is out.
pretty good here.
Oh,
Oh, lots of Zerglings swarming in
the
there.
Obs goes down. The Obs goes down, but there's left. I suppose all you need is Zerglings. Do those Templar have enough energy to storm anymore? Nope.
No. That was
So,
a mistake there by Jonoman. If he'd controlled his army a little bit better, I think he would have killed this base. He needed to keep the Archon kind of out of trouble, so he could take care of the Mutalisks and the Zerglings.
Okay,
At the same
so
time,
at the
though, I mean,
bottom
Jonoman,
right,
yeah,
he's just loaded up another drop with he put the same Templar back in the shuttle, so it's
it's
already
one
been
like
looted, but it's
baller
worth a load of
Templar,
kills.
yeah. He's like just the one guy. He's a man
He's
on a
some
mission.
visible vet.
Yeah.
He's seen things, man. On the downside, there's cracklings up at the top right where he's about, or sorry, where BioBoy's about to take a new base. But if it's anything like the last game, and it's been so far exactly like the last game, he's going to pull in his Overlord once he's got drops.
Scourge perfectly positioned to take out the High
Yeah,
Templar drop.
he's readying another crackling drop into the main, and once again, it's completely undefended.
This is gonna
Yep.
be really really sad actually. I'm feeling quite sad now.
It's just
Yeah,
another repeat.
Jonoman
This
is
is like-
about to move out.
This is
He's
like a
gonna get
cow
swallowed.
level of death about to happen. this could potentially be a base trade here. Jonoman is so out of position. Like, his whole army is kind of trucking around this area here, and this could be a big mistake.
He's not even fighting back.
If he just lets his base die here, that could be a huge mistake.
Yeah, he's not turning back at all.
And I don't think he has enough units to actually deal with this many cracklings unless he gets some good storms off.
Time, it's 182 supply to 84.
That's
I'm not quite sure what he was doing though. He sent his units out and they're just sitting there.
He storms
They're
and
not doing
kills most of the cracklings all at once. And the things that are coming out of the gateways are enough to fend off all the cracklings, so his base is perfectly defended.
So despite that looking awful, he killed 2 gateways, and I don't think Jonoman actually gives a shit.
And now he's running into the natural of BioBoy.
Oh, he does have...
Okay, so let's just have a look at this defense right now. There's a single lurker, 1 defiler, and 3 sunken. If he holds this off, the Zerg is bullshit. Although there is a mostly goon army, and there are 5 lurkers here, so probably going to be enough to hang on here. And it's going to see if Jonoman really wants to go for this, or if he's going to wait for perhaps like more storms or Archons or something like that. And there is a big crackling defiler counterattack about to come into the 4th base of Jonoman, and there's only like 5 zealots. I don't think that's enough to hold this off. And this is going to once again... I mean, Jonoman keeps getting into these awful positions where...
There's a single zealot attacking the hatchery at 12 o'clock, and there's 3 Zerglings right beside it not doing anything. And at this point, more zealots join it. He might just get it.
So they are trading mining bases here, but yeah, the attack on the natural isn't working out quite as well as I think Jonoman would hope.
More lurkers morphing as well. Like, does he have that army? Nope.
Wow, yeah, no obs at all with this army. That's...
Oh, enormous probe transfer to the now destroyed base at the bottom right.
Yeah, Jonoman can't afford
to kill the defiler with a storm though. So,
Oh, no more.
It's actually
that's interesting.
left almost undefended here. He does need an obs though. Like, without an obs, he can't
Another
attack it.
defiler will pop in about 30 seconds. And he's got the Zerglings to consume, I suppose.
Does he actually have an obs on the map right now?
I can't find one. I don't know if he has a robo anymore.
He has,
he does. He has 2 obs in his base.
2 robos.
2 obs at home.
He has a Reaver building
Nice.
now, and now he's building more observers. So I guess he can't find these obs either, but they're just sitting back here in his main.
So, I mean, BioBoy's getting a bit of a reprieve here. At the same time, BioBoy's still stuck on just the 3 bases, and Jonoman's sitting pretty happily on 4.
Oh, big plague.
He found the obs now.
And he immediately consumes 2 Zerglings to ready up for this one.
And he is bringing a Reaver, so looks like he's going to try and slow push this down with just Reaver while holding his army kind of back. And a lot more zealots being rallied in as well. This is starting to look pretty grim for BioBoy here. Despite Zerg being complete and utter bullshit, and he's down.
Sure, he has so many lurkers and so much swarm.
He has less than half the supply of the Protoss, and yet looks in a pretty comfortable position. Like, that's how like retarded Zerg is. I'm allowed to hate on Zerg,
He's
right?
loading more things up to overlords now too.
It's like he's like being attacked by a 200 Protoss army, and he has like enough supply to go off and like drop and shit like that.
No, it's definitely not. Oh my god, he has the obs at the very front. Okay, the Reaver is out, but he does have Scourge ready to go, or at least he did a moment ago. Yeah, he has 2
I'm waiting
in
for
there.
this Reaver to get plagued though.
Oh, enormous plague! It misses the Reaver.
Oh
Wow.
It's gonna make those goons pretty useless in this attack, though. And there are 2. Oh, the drop gets warded off by some cannons that were placed there. Quite.
And he's building 3 defilers, but no Scourge. Oh, okay, wait, this stuff building at home, but it's all Zerglings. So
the Reaver gets stormed and it dies. There is a whole lot of stuff behind. I feel like if Jonoman just floods in right now, he can actually just kill this, like win the game.
yeah, and it looks like he's going for it at least. Oh, he still doesn't have any Scourge. I'm so confused by this. Like, it's the one thing he's been consistently awesome at.
So many Lings here buffering, it might just be
Oh my
enough to
God.
get rid of these Zealots. Oh my god, Zerg is so retarded. Look at this
Oh,
bullshit.
the Scourger out. Oh, Storm on the drones. My god.
You're like a second ahead again.
This is sexy.
I am...
Okay.
There's a Reaver just crawling around
Big
at the bottom
play.
right now, as well.
And
Yes,
everything
that,
moves in.
that
to
base
the
is going to
defiler.
be completely and utterly defended. Jonoman is going to mine out though, although his main hasn't actually been mined for a while, so he's going to have that in like reserve. And he is preventing BioBoy from taking any extra bases, but BioBoy is just being so efficient here with his defense that it's actually kind of... it's okay, which is retarded, but it's okay. And it's possible that... I guess this base is still looking quite fresh, but Jonoman could potentially mine out before BioBoy does, despite being on an extra base.
Jonoman's area things look really. I just don't know where the supply is anymore. Like, looking across the map, like he's got things streaming in, but it's just nowhere near as imposing as it was before.
Plague hits the shuttle there, and oh, Lings are gonna kill the Reaver again.
Huge storm.
Yeah, Storm kills the Reaver again. And look at this, like with just a handful of Lings, Defilers, and Lurkers, BioBoy can hold off max supply Protoss army. Like that's just...
And he still has. Well, he doesn't actually have buckets of minerals, but he still has plenty of minerals in the upper left, like enough to
BioBoy
work
actually
up for a
hasn't
while.
grown in position to take a Metal X style mineral in the expansion.
He's moved the Lurkers forward, and that could be a huge mistake. One of them gets stormed instantly. He's still got nothing in place to snipe the mounting number of obs.
And oh, yeah, you're right. That could have been a huge mistake. If
Or storms. He storms and kills one of the obs. I just don't understand why there are no Scourge.
and the final Lurker goes down. Oh, this could be the end for BioBoy here.
There are two Lurkers below that he just didn't have up there burrowed for some reason. He has Scourge sitting above the gas, just not being used. Two Scourge sitting over the warping in nexus at the 6 o'clock. Just.
And
oh my god.
Wow.
GG. Jonoman.
Very surprised. Very surprised.
Congratulations.
That.
Absolutely due. It was a war of attrition. The same two builds across 3 different games.
Well, I mean, it was a bit different from BioBoy in the last game there, but...
I'm sad to see BioBoy go out, but I'm very, very, very pleased to see Jonoman advance.
I'll put on some more Scarlet Johansson while we get into the next series here. So yeah, Jonoman will be playing Metal X in the round of 8. And,
Who is the next series?
Skinza vs Drone, I think.
Brilliant.
Although I got a bug on the